Hear he, hear he. I must bring attention to something. First, I might say that this butter chicken tikka masala is like bomb. And it's so beautiful. So I just need like another little bite. Yeah. Okay, buddy, if you never had butter chicken tikka masala, then you need to try it. So good. A1. A1. But eat it all, because your fridge will stink very bad. Like, it will just smell like this. So, women I come to this realization a little bit ago, and I have the realization has become greater and greater and deeper in the more mature and the more wise and the more knowledge I learn, right? Women, why would you even be given the capacity that you have intellectually if you were not capable of more? The standard that society sets for women is a lie. Our capacity is so... Why would God give you the freaking capacity at this level if you were meant to just be a stay-at-home mom, or just a worker, or just whatever? You know, not that there's anything wrong with that. My point of the matter is that women are far more greater than we think that we are. Women are far more valuable than they think that they are. And for generations, we have had our value diminished and suppressed because people wanted to benefit from the value that we brought. Okay? Women are selling themselves short because we never were given the blueprint on how the society actually works. And so we don't actually need it. We can create our own blueprint as women and create a different version of the society that benefits not only men predominantly, but the children, the animals, and the women. Because we have adopted so many destructive habits that our forefathers have given us the lovely responsibility of having to deal with. And I think that the key to our success is to go and look at women, female leadership, women leadership. Female leadership sounds more natural than women leadership. Okay? Female leadership. More insight from female minds. Because at the end of the day, whether we like it or not, women are given a lot less credit for some of the things that they do. And even so, some of the things and work that women do they don't even get credit for. Because women are not as aggressive. And that's true. While we can still be aggressive. You know, women are a little bit more passive in society, not simply because we are passive in nature, but because society has beat us into submission simply because we are the weaker part of the species, even though we should not be treated like that. And when I say weaker, I do not mean weaker. I mean like physically our bones and everything. We're designed to take care of little tiny children, little babies. Men are very strong for a purpose. Women are also very strong, but we also have to be softer and more delicate because we have to handle the most delicate people on earth, babies. Okay? When the women elevate, the men elevate. When the women degrade, so do the men. And so I find it interesting that the women I find it interesting that the men degrade themselves. Because if you degrade women, you, by extension, degrade yourself, degrade the children, degrade society, right? I wonder what would happen if society actually lifted women up, genuinely lifted women up. Not in like some kind of like, oh, look at her, you know, let's just, isn't she so cute? Oh, look at you, you did it. You did, not like that. Like, actually show her some fucking respect like you would a man. You know? But the thing about it, what sucks, you know what the worst part about it is, that there are so many women that do get put to the top, and they're usually put to the top specifically by a man who wants to serve a specific agenda. And so the women at the top don't even represent the majority of the women that actually exist in reality. Okay, the women at the top are these caricatures of things that men seem to like, or men want to make women believe. I mean, just look at the first female vice president, who they chose. No woman in America chose that to be the representative. And so what I'm saying is that even women don't even get to choose who represents us. You have people like Dylan Mulvaney on the cover for Tampax, and he doesn't even have a fucking uterus to bleed through. And so, you know, I'm not trying to be a dick here, but women getting credit does not negate what men do and what they have to offer and the value that they bring. And for so often, it's like when a woman gets valued and validated by society, there's a man that has to come around and say, oh yeah, but you need men for this or that, and you need. It's just like, why can't we just understand that we are people? We are a people. We are one. We are supposed to be symbiotic, male and female. I mean, if you look at the animals and you look at nature, they do not act like this. We are of worldly ways. And some people might say, yes, the animals do act like this. Yes, the lowest level species, like chickens, the animals with like the smallest amount of brains, they do act like this. Yes, okay? But you get up in a higher brain power, they don't act like this. A lot of them are very monogamous. The man understands what it is to perpetuate a bloodline, and so they do. In nature, the woman is taken care of and protected and guarded and shielded and nursed, and the man keeps bringing food to her. He's constantly working, trying to keep her nourished, trying to keep the kids fed and all this other stuff, and you know, to make the next generation be successful. So it's just interesting that we're choosing some of the lowest level species. We're adopting their characteristics. We're as good as chickens. Isn't that sad? You know, and so I'm just like saying, it's like, we don't have to be that way. We have critical thinking. We have hierarchical thinking. We have the ability to choose better. We have the ability to be better. We are of worldly ways. And I actually really hate this world. Like, it's just so, ugh. It's very dense in many ways. And I just wish, you know, ego and pride wasn't so big that good ideas get passed off just because, you know, it wasn't your idea, or, you know, they don't have a dick. I don't know. You know, just like, there's going to be a breaking point. And I say all this to say that, you know, women, we can do and maybe a lot of people won't agree with me, but I see this, unfortunately, a lot of times. A woman can do the exact same thing a man will do, but everybody will give her shit for it. And, you know, it doesn't even matter if we're better at something sometimes. We're not treated fairly, you know? And so at the end of the day, people aren't playing fair, and men aren't playing fair. And in order for life to be fair and real and honest, we need men to play fair. But we're not living in an honest world. We're not living in a fair world. You know, it's just things to consider. And of course, that's not in every situation. That's not in all situations. That's not all men. But the world is in the state that it is in today simply because of the nature of how men have perpetuated things that they should not be perpetuated. So many things are so obvious to most people, okay, of how we could fix certain things. Okay, it's really not. It's not about brain power. It's not about solutions. It's about allowing implementation. We know how to fix a lot of these problems. We're just not doing it because there's something else. You know? The dam is seeping through already. And, you know, I can feel the change brewing. But, you know, we cannot continue to move in this direction because we will destroy society. We will. We certainly will. Easy. The world will be done in a few years if we continue down this route. Oh, you're just fear-mongering, blah, 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 blah. It's like, no. Do you see how sexualized society is, that even the children are so sexualized that you can look at a 15-year-old girl and some of them are looking like they're 25. The amount of plastic surgery, you don't even know what's what. You don't know if you're looking at a man or a woman anymore. And then you're pushing this agenda in the schools. You tell me that it's gonna go well. You take away all of the infrastructure that gives us the ability to be self-sufficient and make us rely on other countries, and you think, oh, yeah, that's going to work out great because, you know, common sense, right? That's going to work out great. You send all of our money somewhere else and you think, oh, yeah, that's going to work out great, and then not provide it back to the American people in a, how do I say this? In a legitimate manner, not through these weird fucking commercials that's saying, go get your $6,500 stimulus check. Okay, come on. Y'all are over here scamming the people. There's so many things that we have to get from under the rug, clean from under the rug. So much has been swept under the rug, and it's going to be disgusting under there. I tell you guys, be prepared. It's coming. It's coming. You know, I'm disappointed in the men of this country. I don't look up to any of them at all. And I'm not trying to bash dudes again. I don't hate men. I don't hate people. I don't hate who I am. I am a man. I'm woman. We are together. We are the species. We're the humans, right? Like, why do you hate half of your species? The self-destructive nature, you want to say that's normal? Why do you think you're supposed to take control have self-control over your carnal ways? You know, and I'm over here, you know, a lot of people think, you know, they think I'm just paranoid. But I'm not paranoid. The canary, another canary in the coal mine. You can't see it coming yet. But it's fine. I'm just relaying a message. All right. Have a good one.